Hello fellas. Now before we get into the video, I just want to let you guys know that I do have a Teespring shop set up, and I have just a few designs for merchandise from t-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, tank tops, and even face masks. So how to get to the store is that you go to my YouTube channel. The link will be right next to my Twitter link. It will be the Untamed shop. I know it's a little bit hard to see, so if you don't want to take that route, you can always go to the About page on the YouTube channel. It will have it right here, the Untamed shop. You'll click that and it'll bring you right to the shop, and you can see what I have lined up as in terms of merchandise. So you can look for whatever you want on here. You can have old products like you see here, or you can just go buy men's t-shirts. We also got women's t-shirts. We have hoodies. Everything here from like zips, regular premium hoodies, classic hoodies, just regular long sleeves. This is like the first. This is the first design I have here. Then this is the latest one, Untamed and Alive. We got some tank tops here for your liking if you want to check those out. Even for the kids, got some here. And from face masks, we just have this, and we have some neck gaiters. Well, not some, just one. So this is just to let you guys know what I have up on a table for you guys to look at if you're interested, and we'll start the video. What's going on, everybody? It's Christian from Untamed Productions, and welcome back to Universe Sandbox. So this video is a follow-up video of a Universe Sandbox video I've done in the past. It was like a couple of years ago, and it was replacing the sun in our solar system in Universe Sandbox, and just to see the size comparison. We got from Alpha Centauri all the way up to UI Sudi, and right now we're just gonna run the simulation of what would happen with the planets that with that change. The main focus of what we're going to be doing, when the star is small enough, then we're going to take a look at what happens to Earth. But when we get some of the bigger stars like Betelgeuse, for example, we're just not going to worry about Earth, because Earth would just get swallowed up. And I'm going to have to take some time to delete all of the stuff inside the star if it's big enough, just so we can eliminate a supernova, because I'm pretty sure with the collision of these planets and some other bodies within the inner solar system, that could create a supernova because of the collisions with the star. So this is gonna have to take some work. Not really worried about that. So the first couple stars we're gonna be working with are that, and now we are. I have not been on Universe Sandbox in a while, and it's changed so much, and I think I've liked it so far. So we're gonna go to stars, and we're gonna go to Alpha Centauri, and I think this is the star that I used, Alpha Centauri A, and we're gonna place it right there as middle as best as we can, and we're gonna see what happens. So we got that out of the way. Take out the ad, and so now Alpha Centauri is where the sun is at, and now we're going to look at the sun and see if there's any difference. Run the simulation, and where is that thing going? Alrighty, we are back, and I just forgot to turn on the still option for adding a star, so that was my bad. Alright, so we're just gonna put it right there. Probably move it just a little bit. There we go, that's better. So we're gonna do that, and now we're gonna run the simulation. Just had to gee, what a way to start off this video, huh? So we're gonna take a look at Earth, and we're not gonna transform anything. We're gonna keep the things the way they are, and we're gonna take a look. So we're gonna take a look at this temperature gauge, and we're probably gonna still speed up time here, so speed up. And it's just getting a couple degrees hotter. Yeah, it's just getting warmer. Mercury 187, 188. Okay, that's just going at a rate. Oh, dude, look at these. Oh, no, oh, never mind. That's just a regular orbit. I thought it was just going inside Alpha Centauri. Now, I think I made predictions in these videos, in the last video when I was doing this, and I was giving out what I would think would happen. And Alpha Centauri is not as different as our sun. It's just a little bit bigger, and I think just a little bit hotter than the sun. So we're gonna go ahead and speed up time and see what would happen in a faster time frame. So far, not that much of a change that I'm seeing. So we're just gonna speed up further. And hopefully this is not just because this is, I don't know. I'm trying to do the best I can here. But it seems like some of these planets are just getting like a tighter orbit. That's just what I'm thinking I'm seeing. Could be something else. You can speed up some time faster. Just a little bit. Pause. We're at 2038 and oh my goodness. So what are we seeing here on Earth? It's at 58 degrees Celsius. So I'm guessing that's hotter than it was before. I should really write this. I have my iPad right next to me just to keep notes, and from what I'm seeing, the Earth is just like hotter. Okay, now it's just hovering around that 58, 57, maybe 59 area. So the average temperature has just gone up just a little bit. So I'm guessing some lakes, like small lakes, have dried up on Earth. The ocean is, you know, it's still there. It's not hot enough to completely dry out the ocean. But a water issue on Earth is probably the #1 issue right now. And I think a lot of water wars would happen of who controls the water, and I think that would cause a massive conflict, like a war or something. Just to see that that was the case, I am going to go and see if this is the right. So we're going to go ahead and restart. And the Earth is, well, yeah, it was warmer. It was definitely warmer. About 40 degrees warmer than normal. Okay, so we're just gonna delete the sun, and we're gonna add Polaris. Where are you at? Polaris. There you are. And we're gonna just add you there. Oh, never mind. That's Polaris A. There we go. Get the real one in there. Okay, we are back. Now we just added Polaris, and I think I should delete Mercury, because I think it's just gonna get sucked in. But I don't know. We'll leave it, and we're just gonna add, you know, just 28. We're gonna lower that a slower speed, so about 7 hours a second. No, how about 4 hours? Just so we get a nice pace of what will happen. Now this is a bigger star, which means a lot more radiating heat coming from the star, so that means that we are definitely gonna have a cooked up Earth. So we're gonna see and run this simulation, and here we go. So yeah, like immediately it's going very, very warm, very, very hot. So yeah, we are dead. And can we see the water drying up? No, we get to see the Earth cooking. How you like your Earth? So yeah, the Earth is definitely warming up. How about Mercury? Mercury, yep, Mercury is gonna get sucked in. Mercury is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Venus is climbing. Earth is at 1,000. Venus has yet to get 1,000. Mars. Oh my God, Mars, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mars? Mars just turned into a comet. I think it's getting. Yep, it's getting. No, I don't think it's getting drugged. It's acting like a comet. Because it has that little tail of material that's breaking off from the planet. It's breaking. Oh, that's interesting. So the terrestrial planets are cooked up. Venus is gonna get. Earth is gonna. Mars is gonna. It's getting. How about this Sirius, the dwarf planet? This one's acting like a comet too. It's breaking off materials. And how hot is this? It's just bigger than the sun, and just a little bit. It's just massive. So that, I'm guessing that it has a lot more gravity. That's why you're seeing. Oh, Venus is gone. You're just seeing all these planets getting sucked into the star. How about these gas giants though? Jupiter is just getting warm. That's where I'm seeing that red come from, unless that's the clouds. No, it's just getting cooked. How about Saturn? Where are we at, Saturn? Saturn is at 244 Celsius. It lost its rings, unless it didn't have any rings in the first place. That's what I was thinking about. Like, it was weird that the rings were on Saturn. So Saturn is just getting a little bit more toasty. I'm guessing these further planets, Pluto is still cold, so I'm guessing this has no effect on that unless the gravity is going to change the direction of the orbit. Uranus, what are we looking at? We're at 88.7 degrees Celsius. That is actually pretty comfortable in terms of a planet. So I guess we're in the Goldilocks zone when we come down to this. Neptune, what are we looking at? 38. We are at. This is just a little bit warmer. This is like pretty much your heat wave on Earth. So Neptune is pretty much in the Goldilocks zone, just a little bit too close for a like a planet to be comfortable-ish. So I'm guessing between the orbits of Neptune and Pluto is the Goldilocks zone for Polaris if it were to be replaced with our sun. And Earth is gone. Earth is gone. Alrighty, so we just added Betelgeuse, and I had to get rid of some of the terrestrial planets. I almost forgot about Mercury. And so we're just gonna go ahead and run this, and I believe my prediction in my other video on this would be big enough to bring in Jupiter, Saturn, possibly even Uranus. Uranus, I mean. And Saturn. So we're gonna go ahead and run this, and here we go. Now it should be like on the dime that Jupiter is like hot. Saturn as well. These will get sucked in along with these other rock bodies, and we're gonna go ahead and fast forward. So you immediately see that Jupiter's going in, and along with the other bodies is just all gone. Saturn will be going in next. Uranus looks like it's coming in as well, so we're gonna go ahead and jump up some more years. Let's give it a few months a second, a couple months a second. So yep, Saturn's going in. These bodies are going in like crazy. Neptune is gone. Pluto's going in, and that's gone. All these dwarf planets, that's gone. It's pretty much sucking in everything. Make going in. Sorry. What's left of these outer planets like Eris and Sedna. Looks like these will be sucked in as well. Unless it's going to make a whole new orbit, which means we're going to jump up some time. 9 months a second. That's going in. Sedna is going to miss and wrap around. Eris Sirius is going in, and it's gonna crash. So Betelgeuse inside the Milky Way, I mean, not inside the Milky Way, inside our solar system would completely demolish our solar system. Except for a few bodies of our solar system. Like some of these asteroids in here. Let's go ahead and see what the fate of Sedna is. So we're going to go ahead and jump up some time more. It's coming around. 9 years a second. It takes a long time to come back. And then when it does, it just like whips around. So the only surviving pieces of our solar system that's left if Betelgeuse replaced our sun would be Sedna, along with some of these other asteroids and rocks and whatnot. So it would just be a one-star, one-planet system along with some miniature rocks. So that's pretty cool, I must say. At least it's not completely destroyed. Let's keep it like that. So next on the list is Sirius. So I'll be right back with Sirius. Alrighty, we are back with Sirius, the blue star, the very pretty blue star. Now, as I mentioned in the video that I pretty much was educating the viewers of what a color of the star means, it has a factor with its temperature. And the example I gave was if you're looking at a campfire and you're looking at the very bottom of the flame and it's blue, which means that's the hottest point of that fire, which, and taking into this account, that blue is the hottest color that we have. So Sirius is going to be a very, very hot star compared to our sun. So it's just about one sun bigger than ours. It's 2.2 suns of the mass. If I'm reading that right, the mass, yep, mass is just about just taking another one sun and adding another one, just a little bit more, and then they'll have Sirius. And so, as I was probably predicting about this, is that Mercury is going to get cooked up. I think it's not going to change the orbit as much since it's just about our sun, just one more sun. So I'm not sure if that's going to make a drastic difference in the orbit pattern, but we're going to see. So Mercury's probably going to get cooked up, Venus is going to get cooked up, Earth is probably going to get cooked up as well. So we're going to run the simulation, and Mercury should be cooking up, as I'm correct. Earth is slowly but surely getting there, unless it's going to hover around. Maybe it's going to get a little bit warmer. We'll see. Imagine having a blue sun looking at besides of a yellow one. That'd be very interesting. And it's just getting warmer, warmer, warmer. What's Mercury doing? Oh, Venus has just totally changed. It has intercepted the orbit of Mercury. So it brought in Venus. We know that. As long as some of these other ones, I don't think Jupiter's going to get disturbed as much, but these inner smaller bodies are probably going to get, well, they are getting sucked in, and the orbit is going to be changed. And I wonder if this is going to be a hazard, because since the orbit of Venus has now been changed, it now enters, speaking of enters, Earth is going to enter Venus's orbit. Maybe our year has the year, has shortened because of this. Venus is obviously getting took. What's Earth? Earth is okay. Earth is done. Earth is dead. It's now okay. Right here, it's currently at 432 degrees Celsius. Yeah, we're dead. We are dead, folks. I love it because I think I remember in the early versions of Universe Sandbox, if the planet was dead in the shadow, there'd still be lights. But since they know that this planet is dead, there would be no power, so you won't see any lights if it's like this. So that's pretty cool touch. Even we got some lava action happening, or some hot spots on the Earth's surface. No, the ocean is still there though. So I'm getting, maybe the water has not been affected by it yet. Maybe it just dries up a little bit, and now it's getting hot because it's getting closer. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's just glowing. Never mind. It's just glowing. I thought it was just getting closer, but now with this, I wondered if that would be a hazard as I was going back to Venus and Mercury, and I guess Mercury to Venus, since these this orbits or enters Mercury's orbit and Earth enters Venus's orbit. That could be a disaster down the road if there's a chance that this Earth will collide with Venus, or Venus will collide with Mercury, since, you know, they just collide with each other. Like here, like this area, and Venus orbits like in here. So, oh, maybe they just like, oh, it's just a little bit above each other. Never mind. Illusions, they get to you. We just put Rigel in the place of the sun, and I had to delete Mercury because Rigel is just that big. It would swallow the orbit of Mercury, so I had to get rid of it. Now, this is 21 suns, so it's super massive, and it's much more hotter than Sirius. And so I'm guessing like everywhere, everything probably within Jupiter, maybe Saturn, or possibly even out towards Uranus, that it's gonna be very, very hot. I think in a minute, in like an instant, Earth is just gonna get toasted because it's just that hot, and the gravitational pull on Rigel is just gonna be so great. It's gonna bring in almost everything. Maybe not as much as Betelgeuse. I could probably bring in Betelgeuse to get a comparison of the mass. So here's Betelgeuse. And Betelgeuse is 11.6 suns. And this is 21 suns. So I was wrong. Betelgeuse would... it had a much greater pull, as we saw. So I'm guessing this is going to be a lot more of a pull in terms of gravity and mass. Something along those lines. So we're gonna go ahead and run the simulation. So like immediately, I think, yeah, you can see the Venus is gonna go in. It's already 5. Jesus, that's a sun now. Fuck that. Mars is coming in hot. So all these are just gonna be dragged in, I should say. Use proper grammar. And I'm just going to fast forward it. Saturn, Jupiter went in. Saturn is now in. Uranus is going to come in. Maybe we're going to have ourselves a lone survivor. Uranus is just going to orbit. Looked like a comet just slingshotting right out of the sun. Neptune is probably going to do the same thing. Pluto is going to do the same thing. Uranus is coming back around once more. And we're getting these dwarf planets coming in. So I think these are going to be the new orbits with Rigel. Some days it's going to be very cold, or maybe not, because Uranus is still at 300 degrees Celsius. Neptune will have some cold days and very hot days, but not cold enough to be a habitable place. Make is still freaking hot. Alright, so we're back. We've just placed Canis Majoris inside where the sun is. I had to get rid of Jupiter and everything inside of, you know, everything closer in from Jupiter, so the terrestrial planets. So everything within there is just gone immediately. So for the sake of this, we're just gonna go ahead and run it. And 17 suns, Canis Majoris. Lot less mass than Rigel. It's not that much hotter than the sun, only about 3,000 degrees Celsius. And oh, I didn't mean to run the simulation. If we're gonna bring in the sun, and the sun's right here. Let me look at that thing compared to Canis Majoris. If we can get the reading on the sun is 5,479 degrees Celsius compared to Canis Majoris. It's just about 2,000 degrees colder than the sun. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen to some of these planets. Maybe the size of the star might bring in some of the planets. So immediate Saturn is getting cooked. It's at 1,000 degrees Celsius. Does it change the orbit though? Since it has it's 17 suns, and maybe that's enough to bring in some bodies out there in the solar system. We're gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit. A couple days a second. Saturn is gonna be sucked in. Uranus is gonna get sucked in. Why it just feels so wrong while saying that. Neptune is gonna get hit and collide. Pluto is gonna collide. Alright, now we're just left with these other bodies and dwarf planets. Eris, I'm kind of looking at you, buddy. Eris is actually getting pretty hot. We're with Eris on this one. We're gonna go for a ride, as we can just take a gander at this view of everything going on with over in there in that direction. So we're gonna go ahead and speed up time here. Does Erie is gonna get it collided. Does that change the temperature on Canis Majoris though? No, it doesn't. It just stays the same. Alright, now so Canis Majoris killed off everything. The only thing left are these asteroids. Alright everybody, we are back. We are here with Uysudi in place of the sun. So we just changed that a little bit. So this is gonna be the final star. So we have Uysudi. It has a mass of 8.5 suns, and its radius is it's close to about 8 AUs. 1 AU is the distance from Earth to the sun, so it's 7 to 8 times greater than the distance from the Earth to the sun. That's just how big Uysudi is. So we're gonna go ahead and run the simulation, and we've seen what Canis Majoris did, and I'm gonna expect this is just gonna be exactly what it's like. So we're gonna run the simulation, and I think some of these closer bodies like Saturn is gonna get cooked up immediately. It's already in the thousands. Uranus is getting there too. Neptune, Sedna, still cold. Pluto, where's Pluto? Pluto is it's climbing. Is it changing the orbit though? Okay, we're now gonna speed up time here. Couple 6 months a second. So Saturn's gone. Looks like Uranus is gonna be gone. Neptune's gone. Pluto is gonna be gone as well. It's just too great. And then boom. I wonder if this one will have any survivors, because Canis Majoris completely demolished the entire solar system of where I've allowed it to. How much going on? So go ahead and speed up some more time here. Okay, that one flung. Sedna is. Geez, Sedna must like never die. it crashed into Canis Majoris, and this one. Sedna must be like the luckiest body in our solar system, because with all these stars that are replacing it, it never seems to let up. Only with Canis Majoris though. But how many stars did I have here? I had 7 stars in here to replace the sun. So, 6 out of 7. That's not that bad. I'll take those odds. So this concludes the video that I really wanted to do. I know I wanted to do it a lot sooner when I had that video out, but I just I don't know, I didn't really find the drive to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys have not yet seen, I'd have a Teesprings merch store open up. Just go to my channel, and along the on the right there will be a Teesprings logo, and that will be the link to go into the store, and you guys can check out some of the merch I have there. Some more designs are coming out. Just have some, I just opened it like a couple days ago, so I haven't got enough time to get a lot of things out, but just enough things to get it started. So I hope you guys keep it cool out there. It's 2021, first video in 2021. I just realized that. Wow. So I'll see you guys in the next video I make. See you later. Bye bye.